Here we are. I don't want this to go. I do not want this to go, but here we are. It's the final ever episode of Orphan Black, and I'm sad. I am absolutely distraught that we've come to this path. 50 episodes, 50 amazing, incredible episodes that, you know, has had me on edge episode by episode, and you know, I'm gonna miss the hell out of this show. I mean, don't get me wrong, rewatches are still a thing, of course. Oh, see, I'm that distraught. I've dropped something. Rewatches are still a thing in my free time, but, you know, it's not the same, and yeah, it's a gutting experience. But hello everyone, Liam Catterson here, and we are on the final episode of Orphan Black. The final ever episode, which is To Right the Wrongs of Many. So yeah, Helena's looking to give birth any moment now. It was a hectic round last time out as Neolution have, you know, had enough and are, you know, going to Helena for their, you know, I guess last resort since since the plan with Kira seemingly has gone down the gutter. Giannis, of course, was a complete failure from the get-go, as we've established. And, yeah, now they're not going to be happy with the fact that Sarah has escaped with Helena after finally delivering Cody a farewell she deserves, because like Helena said, and as we all wanted her to say, she is a shit mother. So it was just really, really fantastic stuff. So yeah, with that said, how sad are we going to get? It's Orphan Black, the final ever episode. I'm sad. Let's go.
You really thought this through?
Yeah, I have. I'm not a bloody idiot, am I?
No.
We can reschedule. You don't have to do it yet.
No.
What if I said I wanted to have it? What would you say?
I would say bringing a life into this world is a really big responsibility, Sarah.
That's when she was
I'm
pregnant.
too messed up to do it.
Right here.
How is she still alive? Oh my god!
Where are they?
I was certain that was a kill attack.
Anchor, report. What have you got?
Oh, yes! Yes! Go on!
You're a shitty partner, Anger.
Oh!
Anger!
She's off the clock, Cody.
Come in. Has anybody got a 20 on Anger?
Toss her into an acid bath or whatever. She's a bitch.
Come to Anger. And check every room on the way.
Yeah, I got it.
From behind. Clubber. In the head. That's what I would just do. Just get rid of... Oh! To be fair, Art!
Helena's giving birth.
Hemorrhage?
Oh, yes! 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 Eat shit and die! Good distraction! Good distraction! She finally dead!
You okay?
No, he's faking it. Trying to make Sarah believe he shot him. Don't buy it. There we go! Son of a bitch! Shit! Oh, go on! Holy shit!
I made you. Don't deny, even as my
You don't deserve them. They are better than you.
I live on in your daughter. You'll remember.
Oh, oh shit! Go on, Sarah! Yes! End that psychotic dickhead!
Look at me, honey. Look at me, love. Come on.
Holy crap, the parallels.
Look at me. Look at me.
Oh!
I'm right here. Okay? We're gonna do this together.
She's channeling her
Just
Mrs.
keep
S.
looking at me, okay?
Okay, I'm here. I'm here for you.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Okay, here we go.
I just love this. Like, this is a beautiful scene.
Push, babe, push.
And the parallels are making it even better. Oh my god.
Push.
Come on, Helena. Come on. There we go. We'll get... Yes. It's gone down, isn't it?
It's a boy. It's a boy.
It's a boy. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Holy crap, that is beautiful. Yeah. Where does it go? That makes 2. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. These 2, oh my goodness, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. I mean, that might be one of the best scenes ever for Orphan Black. Fitting.
Good morning, Mr. Sun. Yeah?
Oh, wow.
Helena's awake?
Oh!
Help decorating or I'm never gonna get
The
to
season-
shopping.
Okay, but bath time first. I really need to hit the road.
The season 3 opener setting
Regional manager.
and the colour and the decorations. Oh man, love it.
I don't.
Don't love it. No. Hey, Felix.
How was it? It was a big New York opening.
I'm sure they're going for a mixture of happy and, you know, really emotional in terms of toning.
We talked about that.
But we didn't talk about doing it now.
They moved. Oh.
Grateful you don't have to go.
Support you whatever it takes.
I need your support.
No.
I need nothing from you.
Oh, but you won't be saying that years down the line. So she's not okay.
Your butt. Jam. Guess who it's for?
No. I mean, my
I was.
There you go. 2
Yeah,
hamburgers
Helena.
as requested.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Jam burgers.
Jumburgers.
I've never ever heard of that, but whatever.
That's okay.
That would be just.
Come on in.
I mean, I'm a sucker for weird foods, but never that.
You're gonna do fine. Just lift up. It's just a human.
Oh, it's just a human. I love it. Oh.
I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you.
I love it though, because he was a bit nervous.
I think Pepper pooped. You pooped? Yeah, he did.
Oh, I love this.
Was good.
Great.
Yeah.
If one more person asks me how the test was, Felix, what's going on?
Got something afoot?
Yes, Felix.
I told you that you.
Has cousins now. She has a stable home.
In the house where her grandmother was shot dead. Alison, take a bloody cue for once.
Oh,
Sorry.
does that hurt? Because she's been suppressing it though. Wait, what? What's going on?
Rachel.
Felix,
Oh!
you're looking well.
Oh!
Who's this then?
And I'm still with shit, Mum.
Wow. Boost her up, Helena. Boost her up.
You know, the other day, Gemma was driving me so crazy. I screamed at her. I said, if you don't clean up your room, I am going to string you up.
Doing
on
the
your
best
phone
you
and
can.
Stuff your dirty damn sock balls in your mouth. And I meant it.
Jesus. Doing the best you could do, Sarah.
We're all scared.
Yes, and we all make mistakes. God, I was
Exactly.
a drug
You're not exactly gonna be the. Look at her with the cocaine thing, everything. But she's doing the best she can for Kira.
Thank you.
Needs that little pep talk from the Sestras. From the Sestras. From the Sestras.
Happy? Have a nice life, Rachel.
Oh, wow. So they were making some kind of, okay, deal. I thought there was going to be some kind of partnership going on, but seems like Rachel was offering.
Is that?
Complete list of the leader sisters.
What?
Yeah.
Oh!
Where did you get this?
From Rachel. Oh, Rachel!
Oksana Petrov, Callista Papadakis.
Seems to be a lot.
This is 274 of us.
274.
That is a lot of inoculations.
Yeah. think we're gonna need a bigger inoculation.
My sisters. I call it Orphan Black. Boy, that's weird.
Oh my god!
Because we're all...
I love it!
Yeah, that's what it is. Is that what it is?
We're not black.
Ouch, that fourth wall!
What does it mean? Shut up. Listen, I will translate from Ukrainian. My story is an embroidery with many beginnings. I love you.
We're not dealing with the twerk again.
Yes, snap it. Snap it.
I've still got nightmares from season 3. Oh wow.
Me siento tan bendecida. ¿Cómo le puedo agradecer? ¿Ha estado antes en Cartagena?
Oh,
No.
Delphine and Cassandra travelling around the world to the leaders.
Por favor, usted necesita ir a mi restaurante favorito. I got
The tourists just ask you to dinner?
maybe.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, we first have to go to Brazil.
I mean, to be fair, it's a charming face to Delphine, so... Oh, wow. Oh! Arthur and Donnie!
And cold beer and a pork pie.
Nice. Okay.
But how British!
Huh? Here.
Darling, how many times do I have to tell you there are no fish at Shy Beach?
There are. Yeah,
Jaws,
there are.
Jaws, Sharkfish, Sharkbait, hoo-ah. I'm kind of sad. This is like, but happy, but sad, and it's beautiful. Oh, don't tell me that's the end. No! That was beautiful, though. Where's my controller? That was a beautiful ending. Honestly, those last 20 minutes were just heartwarming, and I absolutely loved it. So, what a fantastic end to Orphan Black. Holy shit. I can't believe it. I'm at the end. I am at the end of Orphan Black. Honestly, ooh, my eyes stuck there. I mean, I was close on the verge of tears, but you know, I was smiling as well as, you know, just embracing everything that went on during the entire episode. Especially Helena giving birth, which, well, first, before we do delve into, you know, the episode and what I absolutely cherished about that episode, I'm going to say I'm doing Orphan Black blooper reactions sometime in the, like, probably a week after the final episode's up, so be sure to check that out. I'll be doing them season by season like I did with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so yeah. But yeah, that final episode was just brilliant, because I felt like it, you know, I mean, it was clear that there was two tones to this. The fall of Neolution and I guess the rise of normality, because like I said, it's great that, you know, everyone can now live in peace. Everyone can now live in that, you know, happiness that they've been seeking for. Like, ever since the very start, Sarah has been on this journey, and it's been a non-stop roller coaster. Like, she's been headhunted by Dyad, by Neolution, everyone's been after her, and she has not had the chance to, you know, be at peace. And what I really loved about that one of those final scenes was when she was, you know, commenting about, you know, being like a shit mother, and how she, you know, and I mean, even I can see, like, she just try her best, and it does get hard, and I mean, it's going to be very, very hard with all of these organisations, especially after a little girl. It's going to be very, very hard to, you know, keep a hold on it. And Kira's a very special, you know, child anyways, because of her abilities, of course. But she's tried her best, and I love how, you know, the other sestras were, you know, commenting about how, you know, they have not really been the perfect parents themselves. Even Helena, who's a new mother into the world, like, you could say. Like, the sand thing, I mean, of course, it's not as, you know, I guess accurate in comparison to, you know, Ali shouting at a child, of course, but, you know, they're still, you know, giving her that, you know, thing where they're like, you know, just because, you know, you've lied to, like, you don't want to let her down at the end of the day. And, you know, you feel like you have with lying, but you want to make her smile and that because, you know, she's had so much, especially recently, she's had so much trauma, I guess, with the loss of Mrs. S, with this tussle with Neolution. So you want to give her something to, you know, hold on hope to. And I know, you know, she felt like, you know, that betrayal by lying on the test. But, you know, she only wanted, it's better than saying I didn't go in, I guess, at the end of the day. I don't know, it's just, I can see what she was doing. She didn't want to disappoint her at the end of the day, so I'm just in love with how that story ended, and I think that final shot with, you know, a glance at the interior of Mrs. S's house was just a beautiful shot to end on. What I really also loved is the parallels in this episode to when Sarah was pregnant to Helena, because Helena was, you know, was having that debate about it was an even more aggressive debate. She tried to kill herself in the last episode, but that was only because she didn't want, you know, Neolution to grab a hold of the children. So, and then there's Sarah who, you know, we thought she was she was having that debate with terminating Kira and that, of course. But of course they went through with it in the end, like, Helena had that acceptance, like Sarah had that acceptance. And then what I thought was probably one of the most beautiful scenes, beautifully edited scenes, was when Helena was giving birth, we glanced to Sarah giving birth, and then Sarah just, you know, taking the advice Mrs. S gave to her when she was in labour. And it was just a really, really beautiful scene as well. Just, not just, you know, how happy it was, and now that Neolution was gone, and not just the parallels, because I thought that really worked. And I think with the fact that both Sarah and Helena can give children, and Sarah's already had a child, and Kira's already, you know, Kira's already having kids, Kira's having kids, what? Helena's already having a kid. I think it does work so well, but the thing that really, really resonated so much to me and melted my heart was the, fact that we've come all this way since, you know, Helena was ready to kill Sarah, of course, and broke off because of that connection. We've come so far, and just to see the bond between Sarah and Helena is just an absolutely beautiful sight to see. It warms my heart. I think that was the thing that warms my heart so much, as well as the fact that Helena was becoming a mother. Of course, there was this, you know, joy, of course, mixed with concern, of course, considering, you know, who impregnated her, of course. But it was this joy because Helena is good with kids, so... yeah, I mean, it was the fact that Sarah and Helena's relationship have come to this point where they are so, like, in arms with each other, and you know, they can't live without each other. As well as, you know, the miracle of, like, the circle of life. Woo! No, it was just a really, really beautiful episode. I absolutely loved it. Seeing Neolution just go down was absolutely great. It was just interesting how, I thought, you know, it was interesting how Sarah did actually shoot, John, but, you know, how he was still, you know, able to fight, because he was in a weak state anyways, especially with, the wound on the neck wasn't exactly helping matters, was it? So, you know, he was still fighting, he's still aggressively fighting, like, for a man of his age, like, in before you get shot, because, you know, you had one of the Neolution guys say, oh, we should do this, I mean, this is not good for a man of your age, and then he gets shot, so yeah. But in all seriousness, yeah, for the condition he was in, I'm surprised that he was able to, you know, after getting shot, you know, still be able to take an aggressive lunge at Sarah, of course. Of course, I had a feeling he was always going to hide as well, because he was like, oh, it's that, you know, oh, you got me, surprise. So yeah, I am a little bit low-key disappointed that Enga didn't die, because I wanted to see her die. Like, she grinded my gears so much to the point where it was like, just kill her. But it was just so satisfying to see Art just club her from behind. So yeah, I'm wondering if she's incarcerated or something. Like, anything that Neolution, like anyone, I'm guessing that's including on the force, I guess, because of course, the police were corrupt as well, and there was this little concern about who's really Neolution and who's clean like Art. So yeah. So I'm assuming her and anyone else who was corrupt are, serving time, and rightfully so. So, welp. Cody dying as well, finally, of course, because I thought she was dead, like, especially with the way, like, she was blank and whatever. Again, she's not exactly the young sprite, I guess, that Helena is or whatnot, so she will take it probably worse being, a bit older. But not just that, but Helena's got that, venom in her. So, I thought in episode 9 that was it for her. Nope, she survived again because the bomb explosion didn't kill her when, back in episode 6 of season 3. And then she survives that, so, just what there's a post-credit scene that I missed or something like that, which shows Cody still alive or something. No, in all seriousness, it was just great to see her, of course, die, especially since Helena had a screwdriver cooked up. It was just that opportunistic chance, of course, and then they played the distraction. Oh, she's losing so much blood, and then so yeah, it was really, really beautiful to see that. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. Of course, this episode was just fantastic. Helena, we saw throughout the second part of this episode, Helena get accustomed to Art and Donnie. It was just really, really beautiful. For some reason, I was thinking, Art could be the new. Because I don't know what the hell's happened with Jessie. I was thinking maybe, if she's pregnant, then he's surely got to be the father or something like that. But for some reason, I was also thinking that, but I guess Art's just going to be like that helpful figure, of course, if Jessie's not here. Because I was just thinking, where's Jessie in all of this? But I don't know. I was low-key thinking, Art, and because Helena has got the face of Beth anyways. Not exactly the same hair or whatever, or the same voice, but she's still got the face. It would be a nice little full circle thing for Art as well, considering he did love Beth. And, it might be a bit wrong to, I don't know, it might be a bit off by, dating Sarah, of course. So maybe he could have a thing with Helena, but I think it's only a supportive measure. I don't know. I was just thinking with the way they interacted, of course, and especially when he went to check up on both Art and Donnie. I thought that there could have been potential there or something like that. But, I'm just wondering where's Jessie in all of this. Yeah, it was just absolutely fantastic to end on. I absolutely loved it. Mrs. S's thing, she even said chicken as well, which is like, no. Yeah, that wasn't really, of course they had to bring her back in the finale, and I think the way they brought her back as part of a flashback was I think the way they did it, rather than just be, oh, I'm a ghost or whatever, was absolutely beautiful, especially with how that intertwined with Helena's birth. I don't think they could have done that any better in terms of, because, you gotta have Mrs. S, I mean, even though she's dead, you gotta have her have some contribution to the final episode. We've all got to come together, of course. And then, of course, we had that final bombshell. Of course, there were like 270 odd leaders around the world, which is really, really warming to hear. The casters in the afterlife are going to be kicking themselves right now that 200 odd leaders are still out there, and they have been easily defeated in terms of the numbers game because Mark was the last one alive. All seriousness though, that was a really, really great reveal as well. Like, we got to inoculate so many leaders, of course, but there's a lot of Sestras out there as well, so that's really, really beautiful. Of course, they've got to remain unaware about the whole, like, clone club thing, of course, like that Camilla situation, of course, where Cosima had to turn her face, so, there was not like, you look like me, here we go again, people. So, yeah, they've got to be unaware, but they've got to be cured so they don't suffer the same symptoms. This is what, Cosima, Delphine, everyone's been fighting for since, we first saw Katia, cough up the blood, of course. And this is what we've been fighting for, so you've got to go around curing everyone up. So I just loved how, we got Cosima and Delphine all on the trip to all over the world, of course, with a reason to cure the leaders. So it was just really, really great stuff. But honestly, I don't think there could have been a better ending to Orphan Black than we've got right here. We saw the fall of Neolution. We saw Helena give birth after this long cycle. And, you know, the flashbacks were incorporated so well. It was a beautiful ending, of course. Rachel doing some good as well, giving hope to the rest of the leaders, of course. And now she's going to have a nice, quiet life, like what she wanted, of course. Ferdinand didn't listen to that, but now Ferdinand's dead, thankfully. So, Rachel can get that life that she desired, with, I guess, the fundings. But yeah, it was just a really, really beautiful ending. Like I said, I don't think they could have capped off Orphan Black any better than they did in this episode. I absolutely adored everything this episode had to offer, and truth be told, I'm gonna miss the shit out of this show. Like I said, it's my third favourite show of all time, behind Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Doctor Who, of course. The acting has been, the story throughout has been mesmerising to the point where I continue to grow love for this show. Big shout out to Mel as well for, you know, really, really, being alongside this journey with me. Like, she was like, so how do you feel and all that? So, yeah, it's just been a blast. I've absolutely loved watching Orphan Black, and I'm gonna miss the show to bits. I mean, like I said, I can do rewatches and that, like, in the spare time. Okay, let's go back to season 1. But it's not the same. I mean, compared to coming into a new experience. I mean, this was the last opportunity I'll ever get, unless they eventually do season 6 of Orphan Black. Yeah, I'll never get that chance again, so it's a bit of a pooper, isn't it? But like I said, Orphan Black, I think it's got a lot of rewatch value anyways. Like, thinking back to the past 50 episodes, it's got a lot of replay value. And I'm definitely going to be doing that, because like I said, it's one of my favourite shows ever, and I've just loved everything about this. Titania, her portrayal about the multiple leaders out there has been superb. Like, there's never been a step wrong, in my opinion. The cast have just been incredible. The writing has just been superb, and I've just loved this journey. The music, absolutely top notch. I can't compliment this show enough. Like, this show deserves so much praise, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon with how that ended, with how this story has, you know, come full circle. It's just been an absolute blast to go through Orphan Black, and I'm going to miss this show so much. So yeah, coming into season 5, I was always sad because I knew this was the last season, and especially these last few episodes, I've had this sadness because I didn't want the show to end, and now here we are, so yeah. But hopefully you guys enjoyed my Orphan Black reactions. Thank you to everyone who's checked them out. This show has been a blast to go through, and I've just enjoyed this so much. So yeah, thank you for checking out my Orphan Black reactions. But yes, you can check if you've missed any of my Orphan Black reactions, you can check out my playlist to all of the Orphan Black episodes that I've reacted to. You can also subscribe to my media feed channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!